Good afternoon here, you two people. What is going on with y'all today? It is Thursday, so happy Thursday to everybody out there. And if it happens to be Friday there, oh well. This kind of coincides with the last video that I made. Exodus 3:3. It talks about the burning bush and Moses. Okay. Moses saw a bush that was burning, yet it was never burned. And the voice came out of it and said that I am that I am. Okay? Now, what I want to clarify with anybody and everybody, you are not God. I am not God, my Father. But we have Him, if we are a part of His family, we have Him within us, which means He is a part of you as well as you are a part of Him. Okay? Because there are a lot of pastors in this moment in time that claim that they are God. Some even say that they have more power than God has, which is totally incredible, but they actually are saying this right now, outright, okay? And I would never say that. I don't have any power without my Father, okay? Absolutely not. I cannot and I will not ever have any powers without Him, okay? But because I have Him, I do have the power. And it is within me that I have the power, okay? But this is a very fine line when it comes to that type of thing, because a lot of people out here, they point out that you're not speaking right and this and that. All they do is speak negativeness upon those that are a part of my Father, okay? But truly, they should not be judgmental against anybody that is claiming that. As long as they're not saying that they are God themselves, or they have more power than my Father, they are not out of the realm of being exactly what He has formed and shaped us to be. Okay? For example, I am also. I am, but I have a title. I am Danny, okay? That is my name. That is who I am, okay? But I also have other titles to my name, okay? But there are also titles that do not belong to me whatsoever. Not even close to being a part of me. Not that I am not of my Father, but there are parts of me that are not the same as other people. That is what makes me different than most, okay? If that makes any sense to you at all. I am not like the next guy, like the guy that just walked by on the sidewalk across the street. I am not like him. He is totally different from me. And he will always be totally different from me. Just like the gentleman walking right by right now. he is not the same as me either, okay? I am totally different. This is what brings me into union with my Father, because I am not like most people out here. Now, is there another that's like me? Probably. It doesn't mean exactly, because I could have been set aside for a certain mission. But I would never let that cat out of the bag, because that's not me. It's not me to do. It's whatever my Father has called unto me to do and to be, according to his will, okay? I accepted that, and that was my will to do so, okay? But it's only because I accepted it that I am to do his will, as far as that is concerned, okay? Everybody has free will, as I have said many, many, many times, okay? Everybody. But because I accepted the mission, I'm just going to call it a mission, just like Mission Impossible. You know, they used to have Mission Impossible years ago, okay? And then they redid the movies and this and that. Tom Cruise was the star of the movies. But they used to have a TV show called Mission Impossible. Excuse me. And they would play a tape, and it would give the mission out, and then the tape would be destroyed after that. Excuse me. And it's getting super cold out here. I'm just trying to survive this video. It's so cold, and I'm gonna go back to where I come from after this video is finished. But nevertheless, it was a show called Mission Impossible, and in that doing, you would have to do whatever the tape said for you to do, and that would be your mission, and you accepted that mission. Well, that is the same as myself. I accepted the mission that my Father has for me, that he put me upon the earth to do, okay? And nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to be able to destroy that mission that I have accepted, okay? Am I going to be tempted? Yes, of course. There's always going to be temptation within any kind of mission. The devil knows what you're doing. He knows how to thwart certain things that you have to do. But he cannot totally take it away from you if you're headed in that direction. If you are here with a mission, you know what that mission is, and you are doing that mission, then there's nothing that he could do about it. Even if he sends his little minions in and tries to distract you, it will be a distraction, sure enough. I've been misguided plenty of times in my past, okay? But it always comes back to that mission once again. As long as I have time upon this earth, I will complete that mission that he has sent me to do. And then after that's all done, it's up to him what happens to me after that point. But it's not up to the devil, like I said. And I use Job in that a lot of times. The only thing that my Father said that the devil could not do was he could not destroy Job. He could not destroy him. No matter what he did, he could not destroy him. So he sent a mission to Job to do. Job did exactly as my father told him to do. And then he was rewarded a whole new family. And he got, I don't know, probably about 100-fold in what he had lost originally. And that is what you should keep in mind. If you accept a mission from my father, and you go ahead and do it, and you lose and lose and lose and lose whatever it is that you had before, it will come back to you in certain folds. Sometimes hundreds, sometimes 60, 30, whatever. But it's going to come back to you, okay? So never worry about what you have lost in your lifetime, because if you go back, let's just say, I don't know, some people out here might be in their 50s or whatever. If you go back 50 years and you say, well, I lost out on that, and I lost out on this, and I lost out on that, and this, and that, and this, and that. It all adds up. And, it's going to all come back to you in the end. And you will understand why it is that you had to go through all of that stuff when you complete that mission. Now, if he gives you another one, that's cool. That's fine. Do what it is that he wants you to do. And then whatever. But that is how my father works. He sends each one of us out here to complete missions. Like we have to, continually learn. This is why I said I got in quite a few sticky situations. I put myself in those situations, okay? I truly, truly did. They were not such great decisions that I made, but I put myself in those situations. I can only hope and pray that I became a light unto the people that I had experienced in my past, okay? If I hadn't, so be it. But if I have, that is great also, because it will not only help that person that I have encountered in my lifetime, it's going to affect the people that are in their lives also. Some of them, it won't be such a great thing. Sorry, guys. It's so cold out here, and I'm trying to do my best, but so be it. Anyway, my father put certain people in your life to affect you in certain ways. Some people are just, they can't be affected because they're not trying, If you try, then he's proud of you. And then he's going to start doing for you. But if you don't, you're just going to remain on the path that you're on. And he says many will go down that path of destruction, but only a few will go to where he's at, okay? That's the best way that I can define all of that, Either you go one way or you go the other. That's it, plain and simple. And a lot of people are headed for destruction. And honestly, my heart truly goes out to those that are lost and completely lost. They don't want to hear you. They turn a blind eye and they turn their ears away from you. They don't want to hear about it, and that's it. And that's usually how it works. But like I said, my heart goes out to them, but it's not up to me that they become somebody unto my Father. It's not up to me. I cannot. It's just like the old saying goes, and I've said this before also. You can bring a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink it. You can't make them drink the water. If they don't want to drink the water, they're going to die, right? And that's basically the same concept as what I just said. You either do and you want to do, or you don't do, and you just end up with your fate. And that's basically it. In a nutshell, you don't believe in my Father? Fine. Don't believe in my Father. He doesn't believe in you either. And that's true. And a lot of Christians will not tell you that. But I will. Because I hold nothing back. Okay? That's one thing that Christians have done, and that is why my channel is Stop the Silence. Because my Father will absolutely not care whether you do or not. You know, He loves all of us. Don't get me wrong. But if you just don't want to accept Him, believe in Him, or whatever, hey, that's cool. That's you. And you know what your fate will be. So go ahead and be as destructive as you possibly can the rest of the years that you're going to live upon this earth. And then you will have your fate after that whenever the great throne judgment comes along. And I'm not wishing that upon you. I wish the very best for each and everybody that's listening to my videos. However, as I have just stated, I cannot do anything for you as far as that's concerned. I'm giving you honest talk, okay? But He does not care one way or another if you have that attitude towards Him. He doesn't want you to go that direction, sure enough. But a lot of Christians are way too cotton candy out here, and they will not tell you. But I will, okay? I will tell you. It's not doom and gloom. I have family members that have said that to me. Doom and gloom, doom and gloom. Hey, when do you become serious about my Father? If you're not serious about Him, He's not serious about you. And therefore, He will blot your name out of the book of life. And you will have your fate. You may be laughing now, but come tomorrow, you won't be laughing. That's basically how it rolls. Nobody knows their fate. Right now, if you're listening to me, you could die tomorrow morning. Any of you, I could. Okay? Any of you could die tomorrow. So it's something that you should think about. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 10 years old. You could be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. You can die tomorrow. Are you comfortable with how you lived your life, who you lived your life for, and this and that? And if you are totally comfortable with how you've lived your life, hey, good. So be it. I'm with that. If you feel that way and you don't believe in my Father, hey, don't say that I didn't put that warning out there, because it's true. There is nothing true aside from that. Only my Father will lead you in that right direction. But you have to take your pride down and become humble and say, I'm a sinner. I've done wrong. I've wished wrong on other people. And then work at trying to be the person that he created you to be. And if you don't want to do that, hey, there's nothing I can do for you. Nothing. I could wish the best for you, and I do. Like I said, I love all of my enemies out here. I truly do. And I know of them. I know each and every one of them. Unless they're hiding behind some tree stump or something, not wanting me to know that it's them. But usually that comes out also. It doesn't stay a secret that long. It truly don't. My father definitely knows, and he's not gonna allow me to not know about something that's going on. So, you can be whoever you want to be. You could be Popeye the Sailor Man, you could be Superman, you could be Spider-Man, whatever. You could be whatever it is you want to be. But if you don't have my father, and he is not a part of you, then I don't know what else to tell you. Anyways, with the I am theory, you are whatever it is that you want to be. So, like, this whole world, it revolves around energy and vibration. Everything, even, anybody and everybody that knows science and that. There is vibration in everything, in trees, and even in cement, and in everything that goes on. Cars, you're full of vibration. So if you want a certain something in your life, you have to create a vibration that actually mirrors whatever it is that you're trying to get in your life. Let's just say you want to be a mailman. Well, your vibration has to vibrate at the status of a mailman, okay? A mail carrier, whatever. Or a fireman, or a policeman, or whatever it is you want to be. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to vibrate as an entrepreneur. Whatever it is you want, you have to vibrate on that caliber. And if you do, then you will become whatever it is, or that something will be with you, because you're vibrating on that level, which contains energy. Your energy that you put out towards somebody, it will come back to you. So if you put negative energy out towards anybody, negative energy is going to come right back to you. And it's not going to be very pretty. That's why I don't have a problem with my enemies, okay? I don't. That's why things don't happen in that manner. Before, I used to have a little bit different of a feeling towards them. Because when I found out about them, I didn't wish them the best. I didn't wish harm upon them. I never did that. But I never wished the best for them. Now I do. Why? Because you can't affect me. You could try as much as you want to, but you cannot affect me. You cannot. My Father holds me in his hands. He's molded and shaped me into the man that I am today. Okay? And all of his children are the same way. The problem with that is there's so many out here that believe they are children of my Father's, and they're not. Because they've been told wrong, they've read wrong, they believe wrong, and they do wrong all the time, okay? all the time. It's not, have you ever sinned? Yes, I've sinned, okay? And just like when I sinned here on the earth against my parents or whatever, I got corrected. I got spanked. I got the board. You know, my Father also does that with love. Unconditional love, by the way. But he does it in his own fashion. He allows certain things to happen to you because you did not do what he wanted you to do, or you did something against his laws, his principles, or whatever. You did something against that, so you have to pay for that. But nevertheless, if you just choose to be you, and you don't want to listen to anything anybody has to say about my Father, it's on you. There's nothing myself, there's nothing the pastor, priest, reverend, deacon, whatever. There's nothing they could do for you either. They can pray for you, sure enough. I can pray for you. But is that going to be your ticket out? No, it's not. It's only if my Father accepts whatever it is you're sorry for. But you have to make that call. I know there's a lot of people in certain churches, they think you have to be forgiven by another man. There's no man on this earth that can forgive you of anything. My Father has to forgive you for that. Okay? Sure enough, you should go, if you did something against somebody, you should go and tell them that you're sorry about what you did and what it is that you did against them. But, it's up to them whether to forgive you or not, but that's on them. But nevertheless, if you think that you could go, like, I know, I'm not trying to draw them out or whatever, but like Catholic people, they think that they can go to a priest and have their sins forgiven by a priest. That is not true. That is not true. My Father has to forgive you for that. So, I just wanted to come to you all and say that I am Danny, okay? Danny means God, my Father, is my judge. So if you have judged me or anybody that is associated with me, that is a sin against my Father. True enough, because he is my judge, not you. And, it stands for everybody else that has my name, unless they do not belong to him. That also is another clause in that whole matter. But, I put all of that away when it comes to my Father. If you judge me, hey, that's on you. Doesn't belong to me. But I just wanted to come to you all and say that, and I want you to know that I love you. I love you right there. Love yourself, love my Father God, and by all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.